haven't started their matches, so we haven't missed too much. I apologize for that, guys. It's really, really, really annoying that this happens. I cannot wait until they reprogram my new modem. It has been already delivered. I'm just waiting for them to deliver it. Let's take a quick look at Dolby. Dolby, don't play that. He's running Axe Shield with Greatsword, Rune of Speed, and Marauder. He's running a Core Warrior, Defense, Discipline, and Strength. We got Dragon Slayer on this side running a Firebrand, Sage Firebrand. No, Mender. He's still going for that Condi though. Balthazar. He's got Axe with Shield and Sword and Focus. Here he goes on the big engage. Dolby's got to be careful here. Let's see what he has in the May. He does have Mending, and I find Mending is a very, very strong heal for Warriors. It's a 12-second cooldown, and if he has it spec'd as well, he gets peak performance and 3 Condi clears. It's a very strong heal. Trying to get that Zealot's defense up on top of him. He's trying to get that proc from the Shield of Wrath as well. Tries to get that big pull. Great block coming out from Dolby Don't. I would say I don't know who the favor would go to, but I would definitely give the favor to the Warrior. He's just got a lot more burst damage, and the Dragon Slayer is a lot. Firebrands are very susceptible. Great stun over here. He gets him in the Whirling Wrath. Wasn't able to get too much damage on top of him, but still a good job nonetheless. Dragon Slayer's in a little bit of trouble. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He still has his healing tomb. He's gone into his 3rd tomb as well. He does have one of his mantras. He's being very careful on his rejuvenating mantra. Big Shield of Absorption, trying to create a little bit of distance. Nice Arcing Slice coming out of him. Again, with the Bull's Charge, gets the big stun. Big block coming out from Dragon Slayer, able to sustain through that big stun. Gets that big pull from the Axe, trying to drop down some more damage. This is going to be dangerous for Dragon Slayer right now. He hasn't been able to put a dent onto Dabby Don't. They're both resustaining. Huge Whirlwind coming out, doing a lot of damage, but at the same time, Dolby Don't. He has given him a little bit of breathing room. Getting really low, and down he goes. Dolby Don't is actually dominated on that match. Dragon Slayer's got to bring out a little more pressure onto him. He's got to be able to dump those Condis onto him as well. Sorry guys, I'm just getting some mail at the moment. My bags are full, so I always got to make sure I delete them. So here we go into game 2, Dragon Slayer versus Dolby Don't. Dolby Don't play that. He's actually doing really good as a warrior. I don't think it's just, who is this? Einar. I don't think I've seen Einar in any of my tournaments before. Andrew the Brave is new. Koguchi, I think, is new to my tournaments as well. So I really like seeing new guys come in. That just shows me that the game's in a great state. And I do these events every single day, guys. 1v1, 2v2, Fashion Wars. Sometimes I'll do special events as well, but I always have enough people. So the PvP scene is really starting to pick up. And even on the monthly AT, nice. That was really good job over there. Great stun, getting him in the Whirling Wrath as well. Tries to get the Trailblaze on him, using that rush to create some distance, knowing that he didn't have any more big moves left. So he just created that distance using that rush. Big block coming out of him, mitigating a lot of damage coming out from Dragon Slayer, trying to get that symbol and that axe pull, but he mitigates it once again, tries to get him with that big Whirling Wrath. Big danger. This is going to be dangerous for Dragon. He's got to be able to get some pressure onto him. This is his opportunity. He gets that big whirling wind onto him again. Tries to get that Trailblaze. Tries to get that Bull's Rush. Not able to capitalize on that. Good job by Dragon Slayer using his blocks and blinds very, very tactically. He's got that big block, shield block coming out. Dolby Don't going in for that big damage. Tries to get that whirlwind once again. Zealot's defense with the Shield of Wrath up. He's not able to get the proc of Shield Wrath onto Dolby Don't. Tries to get that big pull into the symbols, but unsuccessful. Big push coming from the Shield of Absorption. Tries to get that Trailblaze once again. He's doing really well with those whirlwinds. That's what's keeping most of the pressure down onto Dragon Slayer. If he's able to mitigate some of those whirlwinds, I think he'll be able to take advantage. Big CC coming out from him. Tries to get that whirlwind again. Beautiful dodge coming out from Dragon Slayer, mitigating that one that time. Dolby Don't waiting for his big oof. He's looking for the Eviscerate. He does land the Eviscerate. That's huge. Really putting the pressure onto Dragon Slayer. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He's gone through both of his tombs. Now he's going into his offensive tomb over here. His mantras are down. He's got one left on his rejuvenating. Big stun coming out from him. Nice block by Dragon Slayer. We got 15 seconds left in this map mechanic. As I mentioned, there's no healing and there's AoE that comes out, so they really got to take that into consideration. Good job by Dragon Slayer, seeing that little window of opportunity to recast his mantra, and he took full advantage of it. Tries to get that big pull, tries to get that sword too as well. He's not able to get it. Good block. He's in a little bit of a dangerous spot. He's got to be able to create some distance, and that's Dragon that don't doubt. What's his name over there? Dobie don't. So that's Dragon Slayer that I sent 5 gold to. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate that, Kikuchi. Let's send him that. And I believe that's our last match in our first round, guys. We're going to be moving into our quarterfinals. I'll let you take a quick look at that after that replay goes through. So here we are in our quarterfinals. It's going to be Hitzer's Apprentice versus Shivertard. Let me just let them know. I'll let you look at that bracket. Hitzer versus Shivertard. Shivertard did really good in his first match. I was really impressed with that. That was Einer that moved forward into that last one. That was our last match of our semifinals. So this is where the cream starts rising to the top. Let's go back to the action so we can see what builds they're running over here. This is Hitzer's Apprentice running that Condi Thief. And Shivertardo, he's got to be careful. He's got to be able to capitalize. He's got to be able to understand that this is most likely a Condi Thief, but he will know in the second round. This is why I do game 3s, so you're able to feel out your opponent and see what he's running. He's running Trickery, Deadly Arts, and Daredevil, and Hitzer's very, very, very strong opponent. He's been in many of my tournaments. He usually makes it to the semifinals, if not the finals. So Strength, Discipline, and Spellbreaker. He does have the Shake It Off and the Mending. These are two really big ones that you're going to need. And he does have the Brawler's Recovery as well. Is he running Cleansing? He does have Cleansing. Hits her right away, getting that big stack, and that's what you really want to avoid. The main engage by the Thief. Good job by Shivertardo. He's using that no port spot to his full advantage. He does have that Mending. I would want to proc that Mending as fast as you can. This way, it's got such a short cooldown, so you just use it. Next thing you know, it's already up, and it does that 3 Condi clear. He goes into the Dagger Storm really quickly. They're going toe-to-toe right now. This is a really good match. Shivertardo did really good in his first encounter. He's a little low, that big Condi stack coming out from Hitzer. Now he has a better understanding of what he's up against, and that's Shivertard that Hitzer that gets the win on this one. I'll show that quick replay. Let me know if you like that replay, guys, or it's just kind of useless for you. It gives you a little bit of something to look at while we're waiting for the next match. And I do it at a 20-second interval. Maybe it's too long. If it's too long or if it's too short, let me know. I probably might make it even 10 seconds in slow-mo so you can actually see all the little animations. Make it full screen. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Let me see if I can adjust that right now. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up here. There we go. Now it should be full screen, guys. It will go away in a minute. There we go. It should have gone. Now it's in full screen, so you're able to see it, I believe. It's still live. Okay, perfect. So here we go into game 2. That was not a match, guys. They haven't ready checked yet. Thank you, Vikaz. I appreciate it, buddy, and for your feedback. I appreciate that as well. I was looking for a long time for something like some sort of replay system. Hitzer might go all the way. He has gone all the way before. I don't know who's going to be able to stop him. We still have very strong opponents in this tournament. This is just the first round of our quarterfinals. I'll show you the brackets as well, or I'll post them in the Twitch chat as soon as this match ends. Going into that Rampage really quickly, but he's got to be careful at the same time. He's super susceptible to Condi. Good job by Hitzer going right into that. This is Hitzer's Apprentice. No, it is Red Avenged. Okay, it's Hitzer's Apprentice, I believe. Yeah, Hitzer's Apprentice. That's his name. Shivertardo's got to be careful. He actually switched over to Healing Signet. Trying to get that and I'm not sure if that's the wisest move. That Mending is really strong. Shivertardo's in a little bit of trouble. He goes for that shield block. He's got to be able to mitigate those big damages. Is he going to go for that Signet? He does have that 3 bleeding. Big cleave coming down onto him. He gets that big arcing slice trying to finish. He gets that. Oh my god, that was epic, guys. Here we go in the replay. I'll show you the replay so we can see that one time. This is our first match in our quarterfinals, and it has already gone to a best of 3. This is that replay that so you can see it. It's in full screen now. We're just going back right to it. Really good job. That was epic. He was literally hanging by a thread. He's able to get that big arcing slice. Okay, good. I'm glad. I might reduce the duration. No, the duration's not too bad. I don't think the duration is too bad. So here we go into game 2, guys. Hitzer's Apprentice versus Shivertardo. He's doing a really good job, and maybe that was a good change going on for the Healing Signet. As I mentioned, the Healing Signet against big burst damage, it's not the greatest. But if he's able to mitigate some of Hitzer's openers and create a little bit of distance, he can get a lot of healing back. This is game 3, our first match of our quarterfinals, and already going to a game 3. So that's really good things, shades of things to come, guys. Here's the bracket so you can follow along with me. Shivertardo tried to get that big whirlwind on top of him. He's got to be careful with those big Condi stacks. He's got 3 stacks, 9 stacks of burning or bleeding. Poison, excuse me, and he's able to clear that really quickly. Good Mage Bane, gets that perfect pull on the Mage Bane and the whirlwind right after comboing it. He doesn't have any big stacks of Condi, and he does have Rampage. Good job by going for that that Blade Storm or Dagger Storm from Hitzer Apprentice, and he's going for that Rampage, and this is very crucial. Oh my God, he got the rock throw on him. That was a clutch rock throw. Here we go, guys. I'll show you the replay as well. That was a clutch rock throw. And that's Hitzer, who ends up getting eliminated in this one, guys. Whew, that was very epic. Next up is Space Pen versus Joker, which is going to be another good match. I'm excited for Space Pen versus Joker. I'll show you the brackets, guys, so we can just take a quick look at it together. So we got Space Pen and Joker next. Then it's going to be Danglo, Capo, and Drew the Brave. Then it's going to be Lighter versus Einar. Einar did really well, and Lighter's really strong. I've seen him in a lot of my tournaments, so I'm very curious to see how that turns out. So here's your Atropos. I'm just looking for Space Pen. If Space Pen isn't here, I do have a substitute lying in the wind. I'm going to go back to the game, guys. Let me see if I can find Space Pen. I believe he's here. Yeah, here he is. There he is. He has entered. So let's take a quick look at Joker over here. That's Atropos. He's running this Condi Rev. And as I mentioned, guys, for these tournaments, you cannot change your class and you cannot change your 3 specs, and there's no Condi Mirage. But you can change all your traits. You can change all your utilities. You can change your weapons, your runes, your sigils, your amulets. So you can do slight adjustments. So when you do your first match and you're not liking how it's going, you can make these fine adjustments. But I don't allow you to cheese mode and change your spec and completely counter another class. And I think it's really working out, and I think it makes still for an entertaining match. So Atropos versus Space Pen. This is going to be a good one. I guarantee this is going to be a good one. Bam! There's my new remote by Coast Rip. Now he's already going in for the heavy cleave. Drops the symbol. At the same time, Atropos drops his own heavy AoE cleave. Good exchange. Just standing face to face. Good old-fashioned slobber knocker. In this one, he tries to get that Glint Elite, but he's able to mitigate that with his stability. Atropos is in a little bit of trouble. Let's see if he's got his Glint Heal. He's not able to switch over just yet. I don't think he's procced a Glint Heal. No, he has popped it. That's Space Pen that's going to be taking game 1, guys. Oof, lordy lord, what a mayonnaise. I didn't expect it to be that quick, but Atropos is very good at adjusting to his opponents, so he will be able. I'm very curious to see what he does and how. And like I said, when you get to the top tier, it's about terrain use, baiting your opponent, and not getting too excited. So I'm very curious to see how he does in this one. Once again, guys, thank you so much for coming to watch. It makes it more entertaining for me, and it makes it more entertaining for our opponents, knowing that they have a crowd and people watching. So thank you so much for coming out and watching, guys. If you like this content, I do an event every single day. Click that follow, click that subscribe. We're also doing a little bit of Electro Die giveaway at the end, just as my way of saying thank you to you guys. So we're going to watch Atropos on this one. Nope, they still haven't ready checked. So we're going to give them a minute or two to ready up. Did I not give, who lost that last match? Where's Hitzer? I forgot to give Hitzer his gold. Hitzer, if you're still here, let me see if I can find him in the map chat somewhere. I don't see him in there. Damn it, I forgot to give him his gold. There you are, Hitzer. Send mail. This is the quarterfinals, so you get 10 gold if you don't make it through the quarterfinals, but if you make it to the quarterfinals and lose, you still get 10 gold. We're running with the AT reward system. This way, everybody gets something, and it gives me the opportunity to pull people. Like for the replay, you could toy with maybe shorter, but in slower, etc. Maybe you could be good. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely want to toy with that. This is I used it yesterday in my 2v2 tourney. You should check out the 2v2 tourney from yesterday. That one was really, really epic. But I definitely might do that, Byko. Slow it down a little bit, and at the same time make it a little shorter so you only get the killing blow, and you're able to see the animations a little clearer. Definitely something to consider. Maybe I'll try it right now while they're messing around with that. Let me see if I have time. They haven't readied up yet, so let's go to output. Let's make it down to... No, I can't fuck around with it while I'm streaming. Damn it, I have to cut the stream in order to do that. I'm definitely gonna try it for the next one, and you guys let me know. There we go. They've readied up, guys. So this is going to be game 2. Atropos, he got really, really beaten up a little bit in that one. He went through his glint heal really quickly. Let's see how he adjusts on this one. He's trying to get the high ground right away, and cleverly, Space Pen sitting on that no port. He jumps off and tries to get to the other port, but Atropos very quickly jumping on him before he can do so. Goes into his crystallized hibernation, tries to get that glint lead. Great stun coming up by Space Pen. Good push over there. Really dominating. Gets another pull from the his Tomb 1. Atropos is in big trouble. He's got a lot of Condi on top of him. He finally gets that glint heal up, but there's not a lot of Condi able to get that heal. Really good job by Space Pen noticing, but now he's got Condi of his own. He's able to clear it. Atropos goes down. Oof, that was really tight match, guys. That was really, really good job by Space Pen. He's been joining my tournaments since the beginning, and just seeing him, the changes that he's made and the growth that he's made, it's really entertaining for me, especially as a content creator, seeing these guys from start to finish really improving. So our next match is going to be Dangelo Cap versus Drew the Brave. I'll show you the brackets at the same time with me, guys. So it's going to be Dangelo Capo versus Drew the Brave. So after Dangelo Capo and Drew the Brave, it's going to be Lighter versus Einer. So we're going to go back to the match here, guys. And where's Joker? Let me find him. Where are you, Atropos? There you go. I'm going to send him his mail. I gave him I lent him 6 gold. So I'm only going to send him 4. So let's take another look. Drew is running that very interesting full burn sword torch with longbow. He's running that berserker build. Very, very interesting. He's able to stack a lot of burning very, very quickly. I enjoyed watching it in the first match. Let's take a look at... I don't think we've seen Dangelo. Maybe we did see Dangelo. I think, yeah, we did see him in the first round. He's running your classic tools hollow. He's going to have to be careful here. He is running with Elixir, and he's got a Spectrum Shield. That's really good. It reduces incoming condition damage. There goes Drew the Brave, trying to drop those Condis really quickly. He's got to be careful. He is a little squishy, going with that quick longbow. Those burnings are doing a lot of damage. He's got to be careful. He's not able to clean them. Good job by Drew the Brave. Pops the Elixir S, and this is a good position right now for Drew the Brave. He's got his Elixir S, so there's no more oh shit button. Those burnings are going to take away, and Drew the Brave once again gets that down. Very interesting build. He's super squishy. Let's take another look at it really quickly. He's running Berserker all the way down, and when he procs that torch, he's able to combo inside that torch field, that fire field, and create that fire field. The fire field, and then he's able to create the fire shield, as you can see right there. The fire aura, and then when he explodes it using a rage skill, he actually procs more fire and burning onto him. So it's very dangerous, and it's very sneaky. You're not even able to notice it because the fire field comes up, he just uses a rage skill, it blows up and just stacks the burning on top of him, and before you even notice, he's already chunked half of your health away. So he's got to be careful. We're going to watch Drew the Brave for this one. Let's see if Danglo made any changes. He did make the right changes. He doesn't have cleansing on his sigil, but that's not too important. Well, maybe it is because there's not too much Condi cover that Drew the Brave could put onto him. Maybe there's 3 or 4 Condis that he can stack onto him. Yeah, really nice burn Vicos from the Burn Warrior. That was really, really impressive. And Drew the Brave just came back to Guild Wars 2 today. So big ups to you, Drew. Welcome back. And he's coming back in very stellar fashion. I thought he would have a little bit of ring rust, but no, he's doing really, really good. So here we go into game 2, guys. Let's see how I'm going to watch Danglo for this one. I'm good. ING Nero Papu. I don't know how to pronounce that name. So here we go into game 2. Drew the Brave trying to get that Condi onto him right away. Just putting a little bit on him, trying to bait him into using. Oh, it looks like he might have gone AFK or DC just. Oh, it looks like he's having a little bit of lag issues, which is unfortunate. He's 7 stacks of burning. That's going to be it for him. Yeah, he's lagging really, really hard. Pops that Elixir S. He doesn't have that heal. He does have that his Elixir C. And down he goes. I think he was lagging a bit. That's a little unfortunate. I'm not going to show the replay for that one. So that's Drew the Brave that moves forward. I am going to send Danglo his 2 gold, his 10 gold for participating. I really appreciate you coming by. He is new to my tournaments. So I love it when new guys come in. And I've had a lot of repeat contenders. They always come back. They know who I am. As soon as they do one, they see that there's no BM in this. It's all about that PMA. It's all about bringing the community together, guys. So now we have Lighter versus Einhar. This is our last match in our quarterfinals, guys. Our last match in the quarterfinals. Dolby don't play that. He actually did really, really good. I don't know if Lighter is still here. Yeah, he is. I'm going to let him know that he's up. Let's take a quick look at Dolby Don't Play That. He's running Axe with Shield, Great Sword, Rune of Speed, and Marauder. He's running Defense, Discipline, and Strength, your regular core warrior. Now this is Lighter over here, King of Prideful, running a Fire Weaver, Fire Arcane, and Weaver. Running with Sword, Focus, Rune of Balthazar, and Sage Amulet. So here we go, King Prideful. It's going to be a tough match for Dobie Don't. King Prideful's got a lot of sustain, but if he's able to get that good burst on him and bring King Prideful down to half and just stay on his toes and keep cleaving, I think he should be able to get the win. But it's going to be tough. Nice CC coming up from King Prideful. He's got that 4 stacks of burning, but Dobie's being very attentive. That's a good sign to see already. That 4 stacks of burn, he cleared it almost instantaneously. And he's being cautious, making sure not to clear the wrong things. He doesn't have too much in his toolkit for cleaning. He is using Mending, which is, in my opinion, one of the strongest heals you can get for Warrior. Good CC coming out from him. He uses that Whirlwind to break that and cut out of it. He's just trying to create some distance. I think his best advantage right now is probably to use the map mechanic. Nice CC coming out from Dobie, trying to stack those big burnings onto Dobie Don't. Tries to get that eviscerate. He does land it. This is huge. This is what you want now to keep the pressure onto him and not give him any quarter. He's got a lot of barrier here. And as I mentioned, when you get him down to half, you can keep a lot of cleave on him. Oh, but he's got a lot of burning. Good counterplay coming out from King of Prideful. They're both sitting at around health. That Mending is back up. Really good exchange coming out from both of these participants. And I don't think I've ever seen Dobie Don't in my competitions. I have seen Lighter in a lot of them, and I know he's strong. Good CC break by King of Dobie. We got 30 seconds left in the map mechanic. This is where you want to start considering what kind of cooldowns you have, what you want to save for the map mechanic. It's very important. As I mentioned, there's no healing, and there's large AoEs that come up. So you want to make sure that you have your health really high and some decent cooldowns. And right around the 5-6 second mark, you really want to put some heavy damage onto your opponent. This way they're not able to heal back up, and you start the map with, or the map mechanic with, a little bit of advantage. And especially against an Ellie, you really want to bring them down as hard as they can. Dobie just trying to get away from him as much as he can, being very cautious. He's saving his Bull's Charge, saving his balance stance. He gets that Bull's Charge. Big cleave coming onto him. He gets that huge eviscerate. That was huge. As I mentioned, there's no healing, so King Prideful is in a little bit of a sticky situation, but he can still use the mending for the peak performance and the Condi clear if he so chooses, and he does have Berserker stance to mitigate it. The King of Prideful doesn't have too much in heavy straight damage, but he does have a lot in Condi. Good job from the CC from King of Prideful. Gets the Bull's Charge, gets the Eviscerate, goes for the Whirlwind. This is going to be a good match so far. They're both really close. King of Prival's in a bad way. Dolby Dont's in a bad way now. He tries to get that mending. That was clutch performance coming out from both performers. Guess he PvP'd all day. Yeah, I think he did PvP. That was a good match, and I knew it would be. Dolby Don't. I don't think I've ever seen you. Let me see his name. Einar. No, I don't think I've ever seen Einar in my matches before. That was really, really epic. Good match coming out from both participants, bringing it all the way down. We went 49 seconds into the map mechanic. That's almost unheard of. I have seen the map mechanic fully consume the entire surface. So as I mentioned, let me just take a quick look so you guys can know. When the map mechanic hits, there's a big AoE that comes from here, here, and here, and it consumes the entire area. So if they're not careful and they don't finish their opponent, the AoE will finish it for them. So here we go into game 2. That was really, really good. I don't think Dolby Don't made any major changes. He's got cleansing on his axe and shield. His Volcanus, his legendary greatsword, he uses it more for the big damage, so he's got that battle and he's got that energy, so he can get the extra dodge. And then when he switches over to his shield, he gets the extra cleansing. He is running with Brawler's Recovery. He does have the Berserker stance and he does have mending. There's a lot of Condi clear, good dodge, avoiding that big initial fire. Again with a big dodge, and he goes right into the Whirlwind again. He's got 4 stacks of burning. He does have his Berserker stance, so that resistance buff just kind of mitigated all of that. He uses the mending, maybe a little too early, gets that big Eviscerate on him. King of Prideful doing a really good job right now, mitigating a lot of the damage, avoiding most of it. They're going toe-to-toe. This is really good. I like seeing this, and this is our last match in the quarterfinals, and it couldn't have been more fitting. Gets another big Eviscerate, tries to land that Whirlwind, but he's not successful. King of Prideful gets that big CC again, getting that big burning stack onto him. Tries to get that Trailblaze. He tries to get that Whirlwind, excuse me. Big, huge Eviscerate on him. That was big. King of Prideful is in a little bit of a sticky situation. This is where he wants to keep the pressure up on him. He doesn't have any sort of a gap closer. He does have his shield bash if he so chooses to use it, but he switches over to Greatsword, gets the Trailblaze and the Whirlwind off. He's sitting at 50% health. He's just keeping that cleave. And this is what I mentioned. Once you keep the pressure onto him, there's not much counter that he can do. Oh, that was so unfortunate for Dobie. He was Whirlwind right off, creating that distance, letting King of Prideful get a little bit of a cooldown. But he gets that down onto him. That was really epic. Good job by both our participants. And fuck yes, we're going into a game 3. Barrier very strong at the end when map mechanics are on. Yeah, the Ellie was getting a lot of Advicos for sure. Barrier is huge, huge, huge at the map mechanic. It's pretty much a heal, you know what I mean? So allies do have a slight advantage when it comes to that. But at the same time, they don't have access to their mist form when they go into downstate because it is considered a heal. So it's kind of like a catch-22. It goes both ways. Epic, epic match. Really excited to see who wins this. And like I mentioned, once you get that big damage onto the Ellie and just keep that cleave going, it's just hard for them to re-counter. They don't have any big heals to pop them right back up. It's very small heals. And as I mentioned, it's just, as you see here, heal yourself and gain health every time you cast a spell. And he also has water fuel to get some heals, but they're nothing that's huge. So when you get that big damage on them, it's hard for them to recover. King of Prideful just trying to chase him right now. Dobie doing a really good job of mitigating a lot of that. He uses his Twist of Fate. And it kind of goes both ways. When they're both toe-to-toe, King of Prideful can put a lot of burning and Dobie can do a lot of damage. So this match has been really good. One of my favorites so far in this tournament. This is our last match in the quarterfinals, and it's fitting that it goes to a game 3. They're both trying to get them to use a lot of their sustainabilities, let him to use a lot of his cooldowns. The Swirling Winds is not too useful against Dobby as he's mainly melee. He does have the Trailblaze that he can use, and the Axe Throw goes in for that big Bull's Charge, but he's able to mitigate it. I don't think that was the Bull's Charge. I think that was a Rush. Yeah, it was the Rush. There's the Bull's Charge. Very clever play, but Dobby's in a little bit of a sticky situation right now. He's sitting at almost a quarter health. He uses the Mending to come back up to half health. King is just sticking to him like white on rice. He won't give him any space. He's just trying to create that distance. He does have that Mending about to proc. Should bring him up to about 3/4 health. King Prideful is doing a much better job of mitigating a lot of that damage, but Dobby just needs a big Eviscerate and a big Whirlwind combo. He's got that 4 stacks of Burning. It doesn't look good. He's got the Mending that's about to proc, but no, that's King of Prideful that takes it. Really good match coming out from both of these gentlemen. Kudos to both of you. Kudos to you, Einar. Really, it was a pleasure to have you in this tournament. Very, very entertaining stuff. Thank you so much for coming. Let me send you your 10 gold, sir. Oh no, where did you go? No, Einar. Do I have his account name? Yes, I do have his account name. But I will send it to him after. I'll just make a little note. Send 10 gold. So let's look at our brackets really quick over here, guys. This is our first match in our quarterfinals. Shiver Tardo versus Space Pen. Shiver Tard, not Tardo. Sorry about that. Shiver Tard versus Space Pen. So Shiver Tard versus Space Pen. Let's see if Space is still in here. No, Space is not in here. Oof, oof, oof. So I think it's Shivertard who's going to get the auto buy. Very unfortunate. I think he left because the AT just started. And this is why I like to make my tournaments 2 hours before or 2 hours after. And I believe it's Shivertard that gets the buy. That's super unfortunate. I was really looking forward to that. So it's Shivertard that gets the buy in this one. We're going to move him over. Our next match is going to be Drew the Brave versus Lighter. Super unfortunate. This is why I try to do it always 2 hours before, 2 hours after. I made this one at a little closer to the AT just so I can get make it a little smaller. I didn't want this one to be a huge one. But here we go. King of Prideful versus Drew the Brave. Drew is running that Berserker Burn Longbow Warrior. Very, very interesting stuff. This is going to be hard for him though. King of Prideful's got a lot of CC, or a lot of sustain, and he does have some Condi clear. Let's take a quick look at King of Prideful on this one. I'll actually take this time to send Einar his gold. Compose. Damn it. So Einar, if you're in there, if you're in the Twitch chat, or if you can hear me, or if anybody knows Einar, let me know. Whisper me in game so I can send you your 10 gold. Yeah, game start for them. So here we go. This is our second match in our quarterfinals. After this, it's going to be the finals. 15 gold to the loser over here. Then we'll move on. Einar Bragwar, Einar 1482. I tried to send it to you, Einar, but it didn't. Let me try to add you as friend. Einar.1482. I think I got you. Let me see if I can send that mail. Compose. Einar.1482. 10 gold. Send. Yes, successful. So here we go, King of Prideful for Drew the Brave. Drew is very, very squishy, and he's not able to get... He does get some Condi burning onto King of Prideful. He's got to be careful here. But Drew is very squishy, very susceptible to damage. He's able to clear those big stacks of 9 burning. Let's take a look at his cooldowns over here. He just does use his torch. This is where he's trying to go in for those extra burning on him. This is going to be an interesting match. I wonder how Drew's going to be able to compensate for him. Really good sustain coming out of King of Prideful. He's got to be careful. The 4 stacks of burning, he's not able to clear. Nice stun coming out from King. Drew's in a little bit of trouble. He's sustaining just a little bit. He's able to get that Defiant stance. Very clever Defiant stance. King of Pride pulls in a little bit of a sticky situation. He's got 4 stacks of burning on him. He's got a lot of a barrier, though. He's able to clear that, but Drew stacks it right away, and he clears it once again. That was excellent, excellent. Thanks. Okay, good. I'm glad you got that. That was really good clear by King of Prideful, and that was really good Condi like reapplication by Drew. He applied the 4 stacks, he cleared it. He applied the 4 stacks, he cleared it. Really good play coming out of both of these participants. Really good job. Now we're going into game 2. This is our last match in our semifinals. We're going to be moving into the finals after this, guys. And the finals is a best of 5 series. So our finals is a best of 5 series. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of stuff, take a look at my highlights video. And as well, I really highly suggest that you join my Discord. I put it into the Twitch chat. And you'll be able to get notifications on when I'm doing my next tournaments, as things of that nature, and as well as previous or future events that I want to conduct. Or if you have any good suggestions or anything you want to add, I'd really appreciate if you guys join the Discord so we can kind of build this community and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Click that follow, click that subscribe. Also, if you have Twitch Prime, help me help you guys. I'm looking for some Twitch Prime scrubs. I'm about 7 subs away from hitting my goal, and I'm a little bit away from getting my follower goal. So if you guys can help me out, I'd appreciate it. That's the end of my shameless promotion. So here we go into game 2 of their semifinals match, guys. Drew the Brave already procking his fire field. He got the shields up. He's trying to proc them as much as he can. He does have Defiant stance, but King now knows he's running with Defiance. He's getting really low here. He's probably waiting for those big burning stacks. King of Prideful notices the Defiant stance and backs away very cleverly. Drew trying to get his own burning on him, but King of Prideful being very clever, not using too many Condi clears for something like 2 burnings. He's waiting for the big stacks. Drew's in a little bit of trouble here. He's trying to create that distance, but he can't. Doesn't have Defiant stance, and down he goes. That's Drew the Brave that gets eliminated. Lighter that moves forward. Drew the Brave, I'll send you your 15 gold, sir. Thank you so much for participating. I really do appreciate it, my man. So now we have our finals, guys. Best of 5 series. Let's take a quick look at what we've been fighting so far. I'm going to let these guys know. King versus Shiver. This is a best of 5 series, guys. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be good. Also, at the end of the match, guys, we're going to be doing a little bit of an electro die giveaway. There's, I think, about 6 electro dies that I'm going to be giving out. It's just a little way for me. I think they're worth about anywhere between 5 and 10 gold a piece. So I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 giveaways. But these giveaways are only for followers and subscribers only, guys. So if you're not a follower or not a subscriber, just click that follow or click that subscribe button. King of Prideful versus Shiver Tardo. Shiver Tardo did a really good job. He's running Spellbreaker. He tries to get that big, but ooh, those Condi clears. He's got to be careful. He's running with Mending. He does have to shake it off. He does have for Great Justice. Is he running with Tactics? No, he's not running with Tactics. Shiver Tardo taking a lot of damage on that exchange. Lots of burning. Tries to get that Whirlwind King doing a good job of mitigating, going into his Twist of Fate. Literally just not taking any damage from that big burst coming from Shiver Tardo. Watching his animations very well, using the Twist of Fates very smartly. He goes for that quick Mending. Shiver King is doing a good job on this, but it only takes a couple seconds for Shiver Tardo to get that big damage on him. He's got to be, he can't get too complacent. Let's see if he uses that Mending and goes for Berserker. He's waiting for those Condis. There goes the Mending. He's trying to get that big damage on him. Good CC coming out from the King. Getting that burning onto him. He looks like he's in big trouble. There's no way he's able to clear that. Really good job from King on this one. So that's game 1. Really impressive. And as I mentioned, guys, I'm using... Why this war don't play with the other heal and stance of Berserker. Now that's something... Well, the Mending he needs... because the mending does give him his extra damage, so he gets 10% damage. He also gets 3 Condi clears, and he gets about a 3k heal. So it's, no, 6k heal, excuse me. Let's take a quick look at that heal one more time. There you go. It's 6.5k heal. He gets peak performance and 3 Condi clears, and it's only on a 12-second cooldown. Berserker Stance would be good because he does get the extra Rune of Resistance. Maybe he can swap that over for Great Justice. But these are things that Shivatar's been doing really good, so I don't question what he's running. He has made it to the finals. But now he has a pretty good idea of King Pard's gameplay, and he's got to be more careful on coming into it for his big damage. He's got to bait him a little more into using those Twist of Fates so he doesn't just waste a lot of his damage. Good job on Shivatar not using any kind of CC break, knowing that King is quite far and he wasn't going to be able to get to him in time, so he just laid there and wait for the CC to wear off. He's doing a much better job over here connecting with a lot of his damage. He gets that Mage Bane, tries to get that Whirlwind, but he used that Twist of Fate really well. He's doing a much better job on this one. He actually did switch over to Signet Heal. That big stack of burning right now is hurting a lot. He's not able to clear it, but he's being patient on that Shake It Off. The Shake It Off cooldown is very long, so he's waiting for it to come back. King is taking a lot of damage. He got that Mage Bane, and good job by King staying close to him so he doesn't get the pull by the Mage Bane. He tries to get that Bull's Charge. No, it's actually a rush, I believe. No, it was a fake on the Bull's Charge. Or no, that was the Shield Bash, excuse me. King's in a great stun by King coming out here. It looked like he was in big trouble. He's got to use that. He gets the clear. Oh, wow. I couldn't even see everything that was happening, but this is a 1-1 series so far. Really good. I'll show you the replay on that, guys. Really, really good job. There you go. Really good combos coming out by Shiver. Really good job on the full counter. And the arcing slice. Beetle 2, good job. Yeah. Thanks for using the emotes, guys. So here we go into game 2. This is a best of 5 series, guys. Best of 5 series, and so far they're going toe for toe. 1-1 series in this so far. This is our finals. Bro, you're a real OG. Any game deserves you in a competitive game other than this unoptimized garbage. Yeah. But I enjoy Guild Wars 2. I really like it. The community is really, really solid, but I appreciate that. Fat Girls Save Lives. Thank you so much for that, buddy. So Shivatar trying to get that big Bull's Charge. He does land it. Big damage onto King, and that's what he needs to do. Constantly keep that damage up on top of him. He's not able to sustain. Again, he gets that huge arcing slice and the Whirlwind. King of Prideful's in big danger here. He's got a lot of barrier. He's trying to re-sustain, and he's smartly staying away. He actually comes right back in. No fear coming out of Pride. He's got to be careful. He goes for that LOS. Trying to get that axe throw, and the axe throw does a decent amount of damage, but not only that, it puts the cripple, so it allows Shivatar to stay really on the heels of King, doesn't allow him to get too far. Big shield bash, tries to get that eviscerate, he doesn't connect. Good job by King going into that Twist of Fate, gets that Whirlwind. He's trying to get those Condi stacks, beautiful job on the Condi. He able to clear on the weapon swap. Tries to get that axe throw again. He does have shield. Whirlwind to create that distance. He's waiting for some of his cooldown to come back. Cleverly using that rock throw. He's not able to get it. Good evade, but gets that big stomp on him. And now, even if he doesn't get a lot of damage from the Rampage, he's still able to get him to use a lot of his utility skills. So when he comes out of Rampage, he's a lot softer, and he has the ability to really put some damage down. But right now, he's just trying to create a little bit of a gap. He's trying to get that Mage Bane off, but smart move by King, cleverly staying close enough to him, but not close enough to get hurt, but not getting procced by that Mage Bane. He goes into the shield, gets that big Whirlwind, nice bait. Trying to get those burning stacks. He's got 4 stacks on him. He's got to be careful. We got 4 seconds left in this map mechanic, so there's no more healing. Shivatar's in a little bit of trouble. He can't get any benefit from his Signet. Tries to get that heal, that big Whirlwind. He drops a lot of burning. He's got to be very careful. but at least he can use the Signet now for that resistance, and he can't get too close to that AoE. As you can see, the AoE is starting to proc. I'll move up a little bit so you can see there's the 3 AoEs over here, and over here that's encroaching onto the entire map. Shivrataro's in big trouble over here. He's got the Mage Bane, tries to get that Bull's Charge, doesn't connect. King is just trying to keep away from him. Lots of barrier over here. He does have the last Shake It Off if he so chooses to use it. And he goes down. That's 2-1 series so far. Yeah, thanks a lot, Fat Girls. I really do appreciate that, buddy. I do these events every single day. I do. Yesterday was a 2v2. The day before that was a cosplay. Fashion Wars. That was fucking awesome. But if you look down below, here I also have, here I'll show you over here. I've also created a 2v2 and 1v1 season. This is the website. It's called Code Red Revival. So you can see the leaderboards over here. These are our leaders of last season. My seasons correlate with the Guild Wars 2 season. We also have a roster over here. These are the roster. This is the top 15. So you also can see the stats as well. So you'll see Sin over here. He runs a Revenant. He's got 34 games played, 10 losses, 24 wins. This is all his stats over here. So this is just something I'm creating just to try to bring something back to Guild Wars 2 and try to revive it. This was a beta season that we did. Our next season is going to have a playoffs, and it's going to be 1,000 gold for our season winner, 500 gold for second, and 250 for third place. And we're going to have a finals when the season ends. So that's going to restart when we start the new Guild Wars 2 season. So I'm going to keep track of everybody's stats, and the top 20 are going to be put onto the website. So here we go, King of Prideful. He actually won that, so it's a 2-1 series so far. If he wins this, he will take the championship. I don't allow Condi Mirage Fisk online. A lot of people complain, and it's just not fun to spectate, and it's not fun to play against. So I allowed Condi Mirage at first to play and enter into my tournaments, but after from a lot of people sending me a lot of hate mails saying get rid of this trash class, I finally said okay, I'll get rid of it. The last person to play Condi Mirage was Black Bear. He was undefeated, and I allowed him to continue in my tournaments until he got defeated, and then he got defeated, and then I officially eliminated Condi Mirage. Maybe if they change it a little bit and nerf it just a little bit, I will let it return, but for now I don't allow it. It's just not fun for anybody to play against, and it's not fun to spectate. Shivrataro's in a little bit of a sticky situation. He's taking a lot of damage. He's able to get that big damage onto King of Prideful, but he's able to really mitigate that. Tries to get that whirlwind on top of him. King of Prideful doesn't have any more Twist of Fates. He goes into that Rampage. Really good timing on that, but he's got no burning on him either. Quickly comes out of it. Tries to get that big rush on him. King of Prideful sitting at half health. Really low. He got some Mage Bane. Can he get the pull on it? He might get the pull on the Mage Bane. No, but it doesn't proc. That's very unfortunate. They're both sitting really low. Let's take a look at Shivrataro's cooldowns. He got some Bull's Charge. Tries to get the Eviscerate, but it's not proc yet. He's getting a lot of burning. No, he's able to mitigate that. King of Prideful is really low. They're both really low. This can go anyway right now. Shivrataro's trying to get that Mage Bane. This doesn't look good for him. He's hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Oh, King of Prideful, they're both backing up a bit. He's not getting any heals anymore. As I mentioned, that map mechanic's in. That Bull's Charge is going to be his saving grace. He doesn't land it. Beautiful dodge. Oh my goodness. Clutch play coming out from King of Prideful on that one. Yeah, I did let him go until he lost. What was it? I think it was, yeah, it was Hitzer's Apprentice. It was a Condi Thief, I believe, that put an end to his terrible reign. He ended up winning 3 tournaments in a row, and he went for a 4th one, but it was Hitzer's Apprentice that ended up winning it. So thank you so much for joining, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway right now. King the Prideful, you are our winner. So I'm going to give you 30 gold instead of 25. I think I'm going to change the winner to 30 gold instead of 25 just to give you a little bit of an extra. And now where's my man over there? Was that you? No, Shivrataro's. Where are you, Shivrataro's? I don't know if you're in the stream, Shivrataro's.